Hi everyone, long time no see. It might have been like 2 months, maybe more, since I've posted a video. Life has just been a little bit too much recently. University is so much more time consuming than I thought it would be. I thought first year was supposed to be the fun and easy one. What have I got myself into? I'm back with another video and Anna Louisa are sponsoring this video pretty much everywhere. This time of year is all about celebrating mummies. Here in England, we've already had Mother's Day, but me, as someone at university, I wasn't able to see my mum on Mother's Day, unfortunately. So I'm going to celebrate that with her when I go home for Easter, and to kind of show my appreciation for my mum, I want to gift her some things from Anna Louisa. I did this last year as well, and she was just so happy because she'd lost this pair of earrings and I found kind of the exact same ones on Anna Louisa, and she was like, oh my god, I can't believe you listened to me, I can't believe you found them. This year I'm sticking to the floral theme because that's just the vibe that my mum gives me. And I got these, they're kind of like mini hoops with flowers on them. They're really pretty, but along the same line, you know, not everyone has a mother in their life, and so we also want to make this about celebrating any woman, whether that's your sister, your best friend, your grandma, any woman in your life that inspires you. If you want to treat yourself or another woman in your life that inspires you, check out Anna Louisa in my description box, and thank you for them for sponsoring this video. Obviously we're celebrating women today, so why not read some books written by women? 2 months ago I tried to start filming a video and I started reading Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austen, and you know what, it's a great book so far. I've filmed like a lot of stuff, so I'm going to show you that. I'm exactly halfway through this. I'm gonna get through this today, I promise myself. I'm so far behind on my reading goal. I'm actually like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch up. I have not finished a book since February and it's now April. I'm trying not to be too upset about it because I've had such a great time just like living my life and doing like real life things as well. I just miss it that there are so many amazing books that I want to read that I'm just not giving my time to. So today's the day. We're getting back into it, but in short, this is a book about a 20-something woman, and she's like unemployed but finds a job at a church. The receptionist before her unfortunately died, and so she replaces her. However, she gets an email from the late receptionist's friend. This other person doesn't know that the old receptionist has died. For whatever reason, she decides to message back pretending to be the old receptionist, and it also turns out that the old receptionist died under suspicious circumstances, and I think she gets dragged into it. Enough said, I'm just gonna finally get back to reading.
Throw rocks at glass, right on the wall, tearing up tickets from the rock and roll show. Want to remember, want to forget, wanna run away, don't wanna take a hit. Lost my dog, lived for him all day. I don't have a dog, I just wanted to play, but John's all gone and Paul's used up. I let Lassie in and started the truck.
I've finished like the first part, I guess, of the book, so I'm on to part 2 called 12 Tide, and immediately, like, I know I love it. Within the first like 2 pages I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like this book. I just love the way that it's written. It's funny, but like in a really subtle kind of witty way. I think the first part has just really set the scene very well. She's just got the new job at the church. I'm just gonna continue reading, but just thought I'd check in and say that is really good so far.
Oh, it's so raw.
about 50 pages left. I don't know if it's because it's been a while since I picked up a book, but for the kind of last part of the third part, I felt very aimless. Like we weren't really progressing in the plot at all. I don't know, the timeline is just a bit confusing. Like some of the events that we're reading just seem like very insignificant. I'm not saying it's bad, like it was still interesting. I just felt like nothing was really happening for a while. But because I'm now in the last part, surely I'm going to figure out how this old lady died. And also she's just quite an aimless woman, and I kind of want her to find something, to have a revelation about life, because she's pretty like morbid and a massive hypochondriac and stuff. I kind of want her to get better. I need the closure. I would really like a happy ending, please. Done. This is like one of those existential books that just makes you think about the meaning of life. I think it starts off great. In the middle I felt a little bit lost, but at the end the pace got a lot quicker and it was more exciting. Not all of the questions were answered. The important parts were like touched on. I did really enjoy it. I think I would rate it like a 3.5 out of 5. I do relate a lot to Gilda. I honestly don't really think there's much meaning in life. I don't know what that says about me, but I think my purpose in life is purely to enjoy myself and to have fun. I don't think there's one of those like deeper meanings that everyone's kind of searching for. I've never been religious. I genuinely don't think there's any reason that we're here, and we should all just have fun. And I think Gilda kind of comes to terms with that a little bit at the end. The whole way through she's so panicked about what is the meaning of life, why are we here, we're all just gonna die one day anyway. But by the end she's kind of like, all of that's true, so why don't I just get on with my life? Like there's no point in worrying about why we're here, because then you'll spend your whole life worrying. We weren't included in the investigation to this woman's murder as much as I thought we were going to be. In fact, we kind of weren't at all, but I don't care. Yeah, overall enjoyed it. 3.5 out of 5 stars. I'd recommend it. The next book that I want to read is a book that my friend actually gave to me. Polly, hello, I love you. She gave this to me months ago. Poor thing. I'm sorry I never gave it back to you. But I'm gonna read it now and I will post it back to you. Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Malors. Polly said she really enjoyed it. I trust Polly's judgment in books. Also, it was on the side of Book Talk, which is women in their 20s, my year of rest and relaxation side of TikTok. First of all, beautiful, right? Really pretty. But basically it's about a girl who is young, I think she's in her 20s, and she meets a man who's much older than her, like double her age, whatever. She starts a relationship with him, and because he's older he's super successful and like has money and whatever, and so she thinks he's amazing, blah blah blah. But it makes her feel more secure in her life because she doesn't really have much direction because she's in her 20s. She shouldn't feel like she needs direction. Cleo's best friend is struggling to embrace his gender identity. A little bit of everything. So I think this is gonna be right up my street. pages in, and I like it quite a lot actually. I feel like I just enjoy every book that has a main character in their 20s, because I'm 24. I feel like I can relate to the characters like so much better. Don't get me wrong, I love like a high school kind of young adult fiction book. There's only so many things that can happen in high school, do you know what I mean? Whereas in this book, the main character gets married to this older guy for a visa. So far, I've just been introduced to all of the characters. Currently, I'm at dinner with Cleo's parents and Frank. It's the first time they're meeting and it's really awkward. I'm intrigued to see where this leads. I'm very tired though, so I'm gonna go to sleep.
They wanna take me away, throw me in the backseat rainy day, made me promise I wouldn't say. If it was up to me, you know I would've stayed. No, I would've stayed. I tried to make new friends so I can pretend I can fall in love again. Your picture on my fridge so I can relive. I can fall in love again.
Just finished this book and 4 stars out of 5. I really enjoyed this. It's not 5 stars because I only give 5 stars to books that like I get this feeling about. I can't describe the feeling. I don't really know what constitutes giving the feeling or getting it. Just with some books I get it and some books I don't. It doesn't mean that I don't love this and I don't think it's amazing. I just didn't get the feeling. I tabbed like 3 things because honestly I forgot. Also, this isn't my book, this is my friend's book and I'm gonna send it back to her, so I didn't want to like go crazy. But I've tabbed 3 things that spoke to me, but also I think she'll really like them as quotes. Big recommend. One thing about this book is I could tell it was written by a woman because I just related so much more. The things that are coming from women's perspective were just so much more detailed and realistic. If a man had written it, like you'd just be like, that would never happen. But this I was like, yes, she understands me, she knows how I feel. The male characters were also super complex just because I feel like women can tap into emotions a little bit better. I felt that with all the characters in here. I'm gonna go and buy myself a copy of this book because I like it so much. Done with this one now. I'm gonna read one more book for your viewing pleasure. And this book I've been wanting to read for a while. I loved the first 3 books that she came out with. Pretty sure I read the first one in 2020. You know I love true crime and I love me a strong female lead. Holly Jackson wrote A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, the trilogy. Amazing, so good. If you haven't read that, do. It's really popular, so I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard of it. She came out with a new book called 5 Survive. It's just a group of friends who are like on a road trip and they break down and then someone's trying to possibly kill them. Just another female author that I really love, and I'm excited to see if this book lives up to her other books. So the expectations are high, but I have faith in her.
I've been getting high in my basement. Another day goes by where I don't say shit. I think I'm losing now. I've been flying high in my spaceship. Another sad song that's so basic. I think I'm losing now.
This says 11 p.m. I think I remember it saying this book is set like all in 24 hours, I think. So far I've learnt who all of the characters are. Oliver is really annoying already. I don't like him. I think the main girl is Red and there's clearly something going on about her past. Her mother died. It's hinting that she is at fault, but because it's kind of from her perspective, maybe she just thinks it was her fault. Everyone else seems pretty normal. They're just on their way to spring break and they've just punctured their tyre, and I think this is where all of the scarier bits kind of start to happen. I am going to dye my hair though right now, but whilst I'm sitting with my hair dye in, I'm going to read some more. I'm excited! morning. I am over halfway through this book. I am really enjoying it. I feel like I am just constantly waiting for the penny to drop. I just don't know why they're being targeted, and there are kind of like no clues at all. So I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. If hints were maybe dropped along the way, I might feel more satisfied. I hope at the end it's a really good ending, because I don't want to have read this whole book kind of getting nothing to then have a really crap ending. Do you know what I mean? It's been a good book. Like, it's really suspenseful and it's actually quite scary. I always worry with kind of young adult books, will they actually be scary? There is actual death in here. It's not like Disney where you can't show dead bodies and stuff. So far, I wouldn't say it is as good as A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It is a completely different book, to be fair, but yeah, I'm just not getting like the same thrill as I did. I feel like the ending could be really good. If you want to know exactly what I think about this book once I'm finished, you can follow me on my Goodreads account, because I always post my reviews on books over there. I hope you enjoyed this video of me reading books written by women. If you've also got amazing women in your life that you want to celebrate, then check out Ana Luisa in my description box and maybe buy them a little gift to show how much you love them. Thanks again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys so much for watching and being patient with me and university and like all of my life stuff. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.